Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different musical, visual and audio cues that I pull out of the things that I watch. Today is going to be a short video, which I'm recording mostly as an emergency backup because it's been a difficult couple of weeks if this comes out as I record it. That may be an irrelevant statement if it comes out later, but it's been difficult for me to find recording time, and I unfortunately had to miss a week, which I haven't done in a very long time, and I wanted to get something short down in... I have a very short recording period as I do this right now, and I wanted to make sure I don't miss another week. So this is down. Maybe this doesn't come out for 6 months, or maybe it comes out as I record it. This is early November 2024. I just want to make sure I don't miss 2 weeks in a row. So I figured I would grab this while I have a chance, but it is a song I have wanted to check out because I think this is going to be really, really cute. This is Oo-De-Lally from Disney's 1973 film Robin Hood, as performed by Adam Chance of Home Free. And I've been looking forward to checking out something of Chance's own, and this was actually recommended to me. I had this recommended by Dorothy West. I didn't realise it was going to be quite as short as this. Of course, Oo-De-Lally, a very short song, but it wouldn't be the first time that one of the a cappella groups or one of their singers had taken a short song and expanded it. But it's actually perfect for what I'm doing right now, so here we go. This is a song I know well from a film I don't. I'm going to hold my hand up and say I haven't actually seen Robin Hood. I intend to fix that at some point in time, but I haven't had the chance yet. What I do know about it is it was written and performed by Roger Miller, and it is... I think the first song that comes up in the movie, or the second, or it's very early on anyway, sung by Alan Dale, who is the rooster, about Robin Hood and Little John, notably a fox and a bear. If you haven't seen this particular version of Robin Hood, like I haven't, what I do know is it's all animal characters. And Alan Dale is a character I have been introduced to from a slightly tangential angle, and that is through the Disney short Once Upon a Studio. If you haven't seen that, it was a 100th anniversary video that was released. It's adorable. If you're a Disney fan like I am, or if you appreciate nostalgia and things like that, have a box of tissues ready. It's so touching. And partway through this thing, and this is a momentary spoiler, if you don't want to hear anything about it, skip forward about 30 seconds. But halfway through this thing, Alan Dale is sitting up in the studio sign, and he starts playing When You Wish Upon a Star on his lute, and other characters join in, and it's so sweet. So that's how I've met him as a musician and as a character. But I mean, I do want to see a Robin Hood at some point, and I considered leaving this for a while because I do Disney months and I want to do another Disney month, but there is so much that if I leave everything for Disney month, it will be like 6 months long. Not that I'd have a problem with that, but I would struggle to get it out. And it's also just one of those things that I fit these sort of little videos in here and there, and this was just the perfect time for it, so that's why it's happening now. As I say, written by Roger Miller. The film was actually Academy Award nominated for Best Song, but that was for Love, which was not written by Roger Miller. That was written by two others whose names I'm going to pull up now because I can't remember who they were. George Bruns and Floyd Huddleston. But it was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Recording for Children for the whole soundtrack. So there is a nomination in there for this song by proxy as being part of the soundtrack. The only other thing I know about this, and I found out about this through a totally different way, is Elvis Presley was at one point in time considered for the role of Alan Dale. This song would have been very different if he'd got it. And that's not a condemnation or, one would have been better than the other or anything like that. It just would have been very, very different. And I don't know what that would have sounded like. I think that's about it. I don't know much more about this, as I say, having not seen the film. So I decided, that was the other thing I was going to say, was I'm not going to have a chance to watch it anytime soon. So I just figured I'd jump in on this one, especially because it's just such an adorable little song. So this is a 1-minute video from Adam Chance, and I'm just really keen to see what he does with it, because I think it's cute. I think Adam's got a great voice, and I'm fascinated to see how he does in a solo environment. Haven't had the opportunity to do a solo video for him yet. So, here we go. So yeah, I will first of all say welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way this works is I watch from beginning to end of a video, commenting and emoting over the top of it. I will then go back and watch it a second time and sort of offer commentary and analysis as I feel I can based on what I've just seen and heard and the foreknowledge of having seen the video once before. If you're just here for the reaction, the first quarter or so of this video is for you. If you tend to just be here for the reaction, but you're interested to see what my longer video's about, this one's probably not going to be that long, so I hope you'll stick around and maybe watch the whole thing, and you'll see what my sort of longer analyses are like, but in a very shortened form. Please do leave a like and a subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can see how often I post videos at your wish. That will allow you to say all the time, some of the time, or don't tell me, I'll just find them when I find them. And if you would care to, you can donate to support the channel by going to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or by leaving a super thanks here on YouTube. Any of those very, very much appreciated if you should choose to do them. That's it, I think. So let's just bring up this video and check out Mr. Chance singing Oo-De-Lally, Roger Miller's Oo-De-Lally from Robin Hood.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other had to say. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
He's got a great voice for this song.
Never ever thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking, they just guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming sheriff and his posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little
nice
John
softness.
running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees and trying to get away. Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Ooh! Ooh, that went somewhere I didn't expect. Oh, that's really cute. It's very short, very sweet. That's delightful. Adam has a fantastic voice for this, and what on earth just happened at the end there? That was great. Totally unexpected. I just want to see if there's any detail down here. So he says, during a photo shoot with my guitar, I decided there was no better place to perform one of my favorite ditties. Audio recorded on my iPhone. Damn. That came out well. Phone recordings are getting so much better. This was 3 years ago. I don't know what iPhone that would have been. 12, 13? 13 probably. But yeah, that's very good quality recording for a phone. I'm impressed. And this is live from Redwood National Park, incidentally. That is in the title. That's such a cute thing to do. I'm in the forest, I have a guitar. Let's play a song about running through the forest. Also, one of the things that fascinates me about this song, and Adam's kind of given it the same vibe that Alan Adale does in the film, where it's this very chill song, and yet it's about them running through the forest escaping. It's the counterpoint between those two things is fantastic. I love it. But yeah, he nailed that. That was so cute. I'm going to go back, I'm going to watch that again, and I'm going to comment on some things as we go. Visually speaking, there won't be a lot, but I'm going to touch on it right at the beginning. But we'll talk about the musicality as well as we go. So I'm just going to stop us right there. Whoa! Hang on a second. Is he actively recording this in his breast pocket? Okay, if that's honestly if that's where this audio is coming from, I mean, he's obviously cleaned it up a little bit, I would assume, because there would be some nature noises in the background if he hadn't done. But if this is being recorded from his phone in his breast pocket, that is astonishing. I did not expect the quality to be that good. I love what he's done here with the framing. Forests are busy places. Right, and I haven't seen this photo shoot, so I don't know whether this was. I just realized this is slightly off screen. I don't know if that's hopefully improved. I know I have to keep it a certain angle for the mic to pick up well. I don't know what the photo shoot was he was going for and what the vibe was he was going for, but he's found an excellent place for this little video because he's framed beautifully by the plants on either side, and then there's lots of foresty stuff going on in the background, but he's picked a framing that isn't too busy. There could be lots going on, but and the focusing helps as well. Obviously, he's got here an aperture width that allows for him to be in focus and the stuff behind to be very much blurred out. But it doesn't feel like there's too much going on, which is possible in nature. Nature is busy. Nature is chaotic. And he's chosen a really, really nice spot for this here. I also love the coloration. This is gorgeous because you have these lovely, vibrant greens, and the trees behind have kind of grey qualities, light browns and things like that. And the wood of his guitar is very dark brown. It's a great contrast. It separates the finished manufactured product from the source material, essentially, which is behind him, and it gives them two different vibes, which I think is nice. I just realised I didn't bring the bloomin' thing back up, did I? But yeah, this different in coloration, and then even his capo, which is very, very light. We've got these colour differentiations from what's going on behind him. The blues that he's wearing, again, not a colour that's really behind. It's cool lighting, so there's a sort of blue in the air, for want of a better phrase, but he stands out very cleanly from his backing. So, you know, for a very simple video, it's been extremely well constructed. Anyway, that's sort of all I have to say really about the visuals, because this is a very simple, plain construction, as it should be for something like this. So yeah, on to the music. Lovely choice, just to have that so it's not just the same rhythm. It's just a little extra something, gives the ear something to listen into at the end of the first 4-bar phrase. Nice little just run into the second one. Small things like that keep a repetitive guitar or bass line interesting. I like that choice.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other had to say.
I like how he's chosen to sing this. He's carrying it through. The lyrics, I believe, are Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, and you could do it, Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, but he's adding in little vocalizations. The Robin Hood and Little John walking through that sort of It's a neutral sound, but it ties everything together so that he has one straight through vocal line, and I like that because it gives it a sense of motion, but it doesn't break it up. It gives it a softness that actually really suits the style he's chosen to perform this in.
John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other had to say.
The other had to say. Small things. He's got these sort of like humming conjunctions that he's using to tie the lines together, and I think that's really, really nice. One more time from the top.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other had to say. Reminiscing this and that.
And he keeps the guitar very... Just the cha cha is all you get. You don't even get that little embellishment I was just talking about that you have in the intro, because it's not needed here. It's only 4 beats and then he's coming back in again. So he's deliberately keeping the guitar part very clean, which just leaves space for the vocals to do whatever they're going to do. And this vocal is busy. It's a fairly fast enunciation to get through. Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest. It's consistent. It doesn't give you breaks throughout that phrase. As soon as you finish the phrase, there's that nice little 4-beat break in the guitar. But it's nice because, he's enunciating extremely well. Like, very, very clear what he's singing at all points. But he's also giving a simple musical break for a complicated vocal, which I think is a really, really good pairing to have.
Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Reminiscing this and that. Again, reminiscing, essentially. And again, very, very clear. It's fantastic. And again, I'm amazed that this was picked up on an iPhone, because the clarity of the recording is really, really good. We can hear exactly what he's saying. You don't have to struggle to understand the words. But yeah, it's beautiful what he's doing with this. And his tone of voice, he's got this lovely, very faintly country feel to it. And Roger Miller, of course, was a country artist. And so it's kind of almost back to roots in the way that Adam's performing it here, but it's not overdone. It's very slight. It's just giving it a hint of that vibe rather than going all out. And I think that's ideal. It's just exactly the right balance for what he's doing with the song.
Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Lovely things, even having such a good time. He falls off the time a little bit. It just is small things like that keep pushing us forward because we're leading into something else. Good, having such a good time, oo-de-lally, time. Ooh. He's sliding into the ooh. He's not just falling off the note into nothingness. And so it's always moving in a direction. Really, really nice stuff.
Having such a good time, oo-de-lally, golly, what a day.
Notice, too, how little he's moving his mouth. It's not a reminiscing this and that and causing such a good time. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. It's adding to the casual nature because he's not overusing his mouth. And yet he's still so clear. That point is so important in this song. His clarity is spot on. You can hear every word he's singing. And he's not putting crazy amounts of effort into that. He's keeping it casual, which is lovely.
And having such a good time, oo-de-lally, golly, what a day.
Like there, his mouth barely moves from oo-de-lally, golly, what a day. Really nice.
Never ever thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking, they just guzzled it down.
Lovely chords in the guitar there. I like that a lot.
Thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking, they just guzzled it down.
Very, very slight change there. I'm just trying to see what he's
Never
done.
ever thinking there
So we got that.
was
Okay.
danger in the water they were drinking, they just
So 2 notes change there, I think. And it's just a very slight, from a slightly more dissonant chord, resolving into a slightly clearer one. It's a very, very subtle change, but it settles the sound a little bit. We get that little bit of tension and that little bit of release. And it's not great, it's very subtle. And by I mean it's not a great change, like a big change. It's a very subtle shift, but it's just enough to move us forward a little bit and give us that resolution from the slightly incomplete feeling chord that he plays in the first half of that. That's really nice.
Never ever thinking there was danger in the water they were drinking, they just guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming sheriff and his posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood.
I really like his decision there as well in the guitar to just have those 4 struck chords. He takes away from the cha to just bum, 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 cha, bum, and he go back in again when he comes back into the verse lyric or the verse phrase. It's a really, really nice touch. It leads us somewhere, and you don't have to get bigger to lead somewhere else. You can sometimes get smaller as well, and that's what he's done here, and I really like that decision because, again, it keeps this song kind of low-key. He's never pushing it too hard.
Sheriff and his posse just guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming sheriff and his posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John.
And he's treating it so much like a narrator. It's what I was saying earlier. Like it's not like they were watching him and it was terrifying. It's just and they never dreamt that they were being watched in that moment. And it's just there's something plain about the narration. It's very clean. It doesn't muddy the song with over exaggeration. This song is a minute long. If it was 3.5 minutes. If it were that long, sure, maybe then it's worth kind of throwing in some more to it, but you don't need to do that much for something that is this short. And I really like that choice.
His posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John are running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees and trying to get away.
See, nice little touch in there, just gave us a little evolution.
His posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John are running through the forest.
Jump, chaka, jump, cha. Just a very subtle change in the rhythm that he's playing on the guitar, which just gives us another slight little bit of interest. And it's just saying, yeah, we're back here again, but it's a little bit different, which is nice. It keeps it interesting. It keeps the song evolving as we move through it in very, very small ways, and that's all that's needed.
Gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John are running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees and trying to get away. Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Also, I should say that while his voice is keeping very low-key, so is his guitar playing. He's not playing hard. It's just a very gentle strum. He's keeping it very, very light, and it's again, it works towards the tone that he's created with this. Lovely stuff.
Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it.
Oh, that was it. That's what I wanted to listen to, and I didn't.
Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo-De-Lally.
Yeah, same thing, just in that same place, that little extra strum that's in there, and it just gives a tiny bit extra to that line in a way that doesn't intrude in any way, shape, or form, but just reminds us that we're in the sort of recapitulation, if you like, of that first run through the verse. Very, very simple, but really, really nice.
Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo-De-Lally, oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
And even there again, dum-da-ka-dum, at the end there, just as he sings the golly what a day. Lovely, lovely touch. And then we get this fascinating chord sequence.
Oo-De-Lally, oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Very bluesy, like where he goes with a really, really nice stuff. I don't know what those chords are, and I don't have... Well, I might be able to figure out the brain space. I'm going to take 3 seconds. We're either going to cut back to me just carrying on talking, or I'm going to have some idea of what the chords are that he's playing here based on the fingering he's using on the guitar. This is assuming a regular tuning, because I'm just fascinated by what just happened there. So unfortunately, I don't quite have the skill to pick those chords apart without my piano here. If I do get a chance to figure it out before I post this, I will add a note with them right here. It's possible I might not. Whatever they are, they're awesome. I really like what he's doing here. It just totally changes the sound of the song for a second, but in a way that fits really, really nicely. I'm going to go back on that. So he's starting off on... So one thing I have figured out, assuming he's in a standard tuning for a guitar, the bottom string is tuned to E, which means he's currently got his bottom string tuned to B flat. And I think we've been playing... Yeah, we've been playing in C sharp? Yeah, he's singing this in C sharp, I think, because that he's on the 3rd fret up from the B flat capo. So where the capo is, I believe, yeah, because it's E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. A is where the 2 dots are, just for anyone who doesn't understand how a guitar works, by the way. So the strings, without this device here, is called a capo. And what that does is it basically uptunes the guitar to the point where it is placed. You can therefore make the same chord shapes, but because you're playing them higher up the guitar, the same chord shapes play different chords. So he's currently playing what I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the G major chord shape, because the guitar bottom string, for example, is naturally tuned to E. These lines on the guitar represent frets, represent keys, essentially. They're called frets. And as you go further up the guitar, you're playing different notes. So if I go in this black space between the white sort of bar here and this first one, then I'm playing an F. If I'm here, it's an F sharp, it's a G sharp, it's an A, where these 2 dots are. This is an A sharp, or a B flat. He is then playing the chord of G, so this would be G here, which is 1, 2, 3. He is playing 1, 2, 3 above the capo. So if this is on B flat, B natural, C, C sharp. So where he's playing the G major chord symbol, chord shape with his left hand, he's actually playing C sharp major. So he's playing in C sharp, which means his first note here, ooh, that's a C sharp. So he's gone up to the C sharp. Oo-De-Lally. This is fascinating. Oo-De-Lally, oo-da. So it's C sharp, and then a B, and then the G sharp. So we've got this really nice kind of bluesy feel. Oo-De-Lally. That one's a bit more dissonant. It gives us this kind of, we've gone somewhere a little bit out of key in a really interesting way, and then he brings it back to there's our G sharp, Oo-De-Lally. There's our G sharp again, golly water, golly water. That's just, it's going down the minor scale, but it's doing it in a very bluesy way, just because of the way that he's actually constructed this. Oo-De-Lally, Oo-De-Lally, golly water day. Golly water day. Really, really nice what he's doing there. The minor third coming back in, but day. We've gone down to that. Oo-Da, day. He's using that same minor seventh that he just used to kind of just bracket coming back to the tonic at the end there. That's a beautiful construction.
What a day. Oo-De-Lally, Oo-De-Lally, golly, what a day.
Really nice. Really, really nice. And I love that he gives us just a little bit of silence at the end of the video before everything fades away. It's nice. It feels like it's not too rushed. It's just letting that song fade away into nothing. That's lovely. What a fantastic video. Well done, Adam. A great arrangement of the song. Really, really nicely put together in a beautiful space. I mean, what more could you ask for? That's great. Yeah, I think he did a fantastic job of that. And it's a great ditty, as he rightly said. It's just this really cute little song, but it's just so catchy and so sweet. I love it. And I'm really, really glad I saw that. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that little look at a very cute little arrangement. The whole point of my videos is I want to try and encourage people to sort of see things differently, spot something that maybe they didn't know to look for. Maybe you've seen this song 100 times and I said one thing that made you go, oh, he's done that little extra strum there or something. I didn't catch it, but it's really cool. Try and, just help. I see things my way, and maybe you see things slightly differently, and maybe me saying something helps you enjoy it more, or maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know, but I hope that this brought you something. And if it was Adam, go and check out his work, both as himself and Home Free. As I said, this is my first time seeing him alone, but that was fantastic, and Home Free are amazing. And if it was this song, check out Robin Hood. I need to do that, but I know the soundtrack and it's wonderful. So do check that out. It's 1973 animation by Disney. That's everything for this week. Please do like the video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you would like to support me, you can do so with a one-off donation at buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts. You can join my Patreon at patreon.com/DavidKReacts for $2 or $4 Canadian. And that's just sort of ongoing support. It also allows you to join my Discord. And that's all it is right now, but I keep saying this and I genuinely do mean it. I'm hoping in the not too distant future I'll be able to do more with that. Or you can leave a super thanks here on YouTube, and any of those are very gratefully appreciated. That's about it for this week. If this has gone out in November, hopefully that I'll be back to my regular scheduled stuff next week. And if it hasn't gone out then I already was, and this is coming out later. We'll see. But thank you very much for joining me here. I hope that you enjoyed that. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, whenever you're watching this, evening, morning, afternoon, nighttime, I don't know, what should we say? 7:23 p.m. Let's go for that. Look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.